All right, welcome to the Mind on Greatness podcast. It's your host, right? Well, we got three hosts. I'm tripping. Boss K Poe through the door, and then you got Mike and you got Broderick, and we are Mind on Greatness podcast. Three brothers coming on here to talk about a series of topics that people are afraid to discuss. We decided to come together and spread some positivity and be out here to be able to, have fun. What better place to do it than have fun with your boys and talk sports? So the first thing I want to talk about, we got just the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Mike, give me your post fight reaction, right? And then should there be a rematch?
My post fight reaction, it goes more like, hey, it wasn't a very competitive fight. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on to where Errol did not do the things that he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? On the fact that everybody called in and saying that he was supposed to press forward and try to stop Crawford from actually and doing his game plan, but that didn't work out well. And then after that he had no plan B. So it made it look even worse than actually what it was. So at 154, me seeing that, I don't need to see a rematch. Only because of the fact that just how bad of the fight, how bad that it looked.
All right, cool. Respect that. What you got, B? What you think? What you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna get straight to it, bro. Shout out, Bud. Way to be prepared from your team, from your training to stepping and thinking outside the box, doing something completely out of the norm with your training camp. Big ups to you being prepared for what Spence had to come at you. As far as Spence, get your mind right, brother. I don't know what the deal was, but you just didn't look yourself, and your timing was off, all that stuff. But we know who you are. We know where you come from, and we know you're great of your time. So I'm gonna keep it short. Again, big ups to Bud Spence. Get back on your game. The boxing game needs you to be where you're supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? If we get the rematch, we get the rematch. If not, oh well. Look past it. Keep fighting. Still be great in who you are and do what you do as a boxer. But if you're gonna be that guy, continue to be that guy, and keep chasing great things. And that's that. I'm off that topic. That's all I got for that.
Don't shy away from you trying to move up to 154. I know the whole Canelo Alvarez conversation is out the question. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo fight at 160 something, but Canelo probably wouldn't move down to fight Crawford because the belts at 150 is damn near vacated almost.
My take on this: there's no excuses. Terence Crawford stepped up. He performed well. Um, um, my take on what Errol Spence is, Errol in that fight, he made a lot of mistakes that he normally don't make on top of his flaws. You get what I mean? He wasn't very fundamentally sound. He was reaching a lot. He wasn't working behind his punches. He was throwing single shots. He didn't really give Crawford anything to respect. Mike touched on this. Earl kind of played into Crawford's game plan, and I feel like what Errol should have did was he probably should have thought outside the box. Maybe look to box a little more. Like he fought the perfect fight that I think you should have used is when how he fought Mikey. How he fought Mikey Garcia. You saw, yeah, you saw him box in that fight, and maybe he should have came out with that approach. This is an elite fighter. You know, much respect to Terence Crawford, but Errol Spence has shown different wrinkles. You get what I mean? And he didn't show that night on July 29th. You know, should there be a rematch at 154? At first, I was like, no. Um, I wouldn't mind it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind it. But if he don't get it, hey, move on. And there's other guys out there, Erickson Lubin, Brian Castano. There's a tall 6'8" dude, Slinker Man. Fundura. There's a lot of talent at 154. You know what I'm saying? So Errol Spence career still he can still be a great in the sport of boxing. He just gotta get back focused and start over.
Change some of the habits that you have, or you got some bad habits that Terence then exploited to the world.
All right, let's move into the next topic. So now the NFL season, we in training camp. I was at the Texans the training camp practice the other day. I saw some great things. But now I'm saying Texans going to the Super Bowl. But now we're going into the NFL. You know, who do y'all got? I'm gonna start with B. Who you got going to the Super Bowl and why? What two teams do you see where you could be like, I'm gonna do two, right? Because it may be difficult. What two teams you see going to the Super Bowl out of AFC and NFC?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Everybody know when you speak to me, when you speak about quarterbacks, the first name I'm gonna mention is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow. That's when if I was building a team and I was a head coach and they told me you got one pick, one player to build your offense around, and your first pick has to be a quarterback, I'm going with Joe Burrow. I know everybody hooting and hollering about Patrick Mahomes. The guy is great. The guy's a god on the field. But when I build me personally a team, I would want my guy to be, modeled after Joe Burrow. So I'm gonna put the Bengals, and then again, I still don't see no competition from the other side. They're gonna have to show me otherwise. I'm putting the Eagles back in there. I mean, the 49ers a toss up, yeah. But they gotta answer that big question mark. Which guy you gonna roll with? Is it gonna be Purdy or is it gonna be Lance? So I'm gonna go with the Bengals, with the Bengals and the Eagles. And if I had an alternate setup, of course it would be. I'd probably say the Chiefs and the 49ers. That wouldn't be a bad Super Bowl to watch. So that's my prediction, and then that's my alternate prediction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They played in the Super. Didn't they play in the Super Bowl recently?
That they played like a couple years ago. They played a couple years ago in the Super Bowl. That's when Jimmy Garoppolo underthrew Emmanuel Sanders for that game-winning touchdown. And so